Alright, hey, welcome to No Construction. Uh, this is going to be real quick. I only have a few moments to do this video. Whew. Uh, there was a couple people there were talking about shelters. They want to keep them kill free, and it's harder and harder. It was like on the tip of their tongues, but they didn't say anything. It was more people, more problems. I thought I heard something. More people, more problems. You know, there are more pets. They're not spaying and neutering, which is creating more. And people are getting attacked. They're leading hard, short lives when they're out in the wild and they're not any longer uh, equipped to live in the outside of people's homes. You know, and it's like more people, more problems. Another guy said, "Oh, he was reading that Wilco's response time was 24 minutes." Judge Gaddis said, "I don't know about that. You might want to check the numbers." Uh, so I got up when I got up there. I told him, I don't know about 24 minutes, but I definitely know about 20 minutes. All right. There's less uh, deputies and all that, sheriffs and what have you on the road. Which is again all part of the plan. They and it's 20 minutes from my area, and that was a few years ago. Now there's thousands of more people, probably tens of thousands. Oh, well, probably 10,000. Yeah, and there's going to be more. I mean, the more they built, the more people are going to move into longer response times. For those that haven't been watching, uh, yeah, I said that a long time ago, and now people are coming up and saying something when they could have handled it with me, and we would have been done and over and better for it. Uh, so yeah, in what I said today, I talk about it all the time. In personal life, non-public, I think about it a lot, but I don't break down. You know, it's upsetting, but crying isn't gonna solve anything. So solve it, cry later. Deal with the situation, panic later. Uh, so my here's what I said concerning taxing people out of their homes. Next year might very well be the last year we can afford taxes. We will barely make taxes this year. I've been saving since February for this, and will start saving again the same time next year. If taxes go up another $100 for us, you may very well be looking at a future homeless person. All because politicians value pavement over our lives. You say you care about veterans, a Purple Heart city and county only in name. This construction craze has to stop today. I'm guessing once the sites currently under construction are complete, I won't be able to afford this year's taxes. 2020 is very unlikely I'll be able to afford them, thanks to Wilco and surrounding cities. Yet Wilco says with a straight face they're not taxing people out of their homes. I'm fairly sure I've been living here longer than any one of you. And the current commissioner's court, they've been living in Texas for longer than I've been alive, but it hasn't been Wilco and definitely not Georgetown. All right, there's two that may be close, but the majority of them I know I've been here living here longer than them. Some of them damn near twice. Uh, I'm fairly sure I've been here living here longer than any one of you, and you're driving me into the streets. It doesn't make it any less worse when this is done to others. There's very little room for me to save more. When I become a vagrant, I'll have nothing better to do than be here every single day, every single hour. I won't hesitate to tell every passerby y'all are the reason I'm homeless. Emerald City alone, it's a place in California, has seen a 40%, 46%, almost half rise in homelessness due to unaffordable housing. They took the same route all of Wilco and the surrounding counties are taking. Build and build and build and pave and build and pave, raising taxes and prices one way or another. All because politicians are addicted to pavement and concrete. When things get bad, politicians give themselves raises while people are living in their cars or the street, forced into homelessness. But hey, at least politicians can claim they're not, continually pat themselves on the back, and pad their pockets on the way out. Local politicians want to do more for non-residents before residents. Uh, if this is considered good work for politicians, I don't want to see bad. Worse yet, they treat those attempting to fix the problems they create and worsen like a pest. Then I keep saying all this construction is like a drug for politicians because it does the same thing. Tried it once, felt good, didn't improve construction, and it felt bad. Making correct thoughts and behaviors seem wrong. Keep it up. California made anything stolen below $900 a non-crime. Those that made that happen are moving here because of you. They're in Austin, and Austin's moving here. You can run, but your actions are traceable. Use a phone or plastic, your tracks will lead to you. You'll have to live off the grid. And let's face it, the corrupted aren't going to leave that money behind. Then I read most of the definition of treason. Violation of allegiance towards one's country or sovereign, especially betrayal of one's country by waging war against it, or by consciously and purposely acting to aid its enemies. I think somewhere in there is where my 3 minutes were up. And betrayal of trust or confidence. I'll read treason again next week. All right, thank you for watching.